These weren't drug containers, it was people.
He had told me specifically that he had some of his people look into this, and they were able to verify based off of other corroborating sources on the back end of things, that what Jonathan experienced was in fact 100% true. And I've got this. I showed you the screenshot, and I'm not at liberty to reveal that gentleman's identification. But he is a very prominent figure, and this guy doesn't mess around, and he's a very serious individual. Basically, what compelled him to help me was that he recognized the containers that I saw, or at least with the HVAC systems on top. Greer's 2-day event before going to the National Press Club and becoming public in that sense. This gentleman was in attendance of that because he was also relaying information to Dr. Greer, among other people. Greer, after I presented, he said that he didn't want to leave me hanging, and that the containers with what I saw, he says, were not drugs, it was people. And he says, I at some point, I want to discuss this with Michael personally and kind of read him in onto why this happened. And needless to say, the containers, because some of the manuscript that he released, which is it's cleared through Dopser, so they can talk about things and they can actually see what is redacted. But there's a situation that was very similar where they had JSOC, who was intercepted by this black team, and they were essentially murdered. Because that could have been you, that could have been me, that probably has been other people that have had similar instances to what we've encountered that have not been able to tell their part of it and come back home. So I asked this guy, I was like, have you ever done this to anybody? And he said, no, I would never kill a patriot. He says, but I can do some very bad things to bad people. But that particular instance, they had those same containers that they were using in Mexico to funnel refugees into them. And these refugees, they use them for these programs, these deep black programs that Congress does not have oversight. So I know the installation where they still do these projects and these programs, that it doesn't exist. It looks abandoned, but it's well under operation. And they briefed me that they use these people. Basically, they screen these people for a program called Psionic potential predisposition, which is like borderline psychic. And they use these people to basically put them at these installations where they have scalar longitudinal EMP weapon systems that they've made based off of NHI technology, that they use these people to build rapport with NHI, and then they target these craft and shoot them down. And that's how they recover.